Hello, everyone. Luis Concepcion here from Strategic Profit Line Trading, coming to you with the plan of the week for week number 43. And this is what we call the Super Bowl of earnings, as the majority of the Mag 7 will be reporting this week. So we are in for an impactful week. Here's our agenda. I'll cover the news, provide a market overview, and we have 867 companies reporting earnings this week. So can you say volatility? Here's the results for week two. Provided 31 zones, went 4-1, 19 met no entry. Be mindful that 3M, TMO, T-Mobile, Alaskan Airlines, Booz Allen Hamilton, and CIZ are in progress. You can take a look at those this week, as well as they may give you an opportunity. And for those who didn't capitalize on Deck and Ford, those did close in the zone on Friday. So you can feel free to pay attention to those on Monday morning at the open. In addition to all the earnings that we have this week, we are expecting a 96% Fed rate cut. This is as of October 26th, so today. So be mindful, in addition to all the earnings, we have a rate cut expected for this week as well. Moving on to earnings, as you can see, we got a jam-packed week. Um, Primarily waiting for Wednesday and Thursday for the Max 7 to report. But in the interim, we have a lot of companies that can provide you / us with opportunities. Went ahead and I updated what happened this week. The four trades that worked, and the one that didn't work was Netflix on just missed earnings. They made 5.6 billion in revenue instead of 6.2. So bringing us to the year 86 and 10. So still doing decently there. Moving into the news, as you can see on Monday, we don't have anything impacting the U.S. markets. The only thing we have is Australian dollar, and that's going to be at the wee hours of the night. So be mindful of that for those of you who open positions Sunday evening if you plan on trading the Australian dollar. Moving on to Tuesday, once again, nothing affecting the U.S. markets outside of earnings. Australian dollar being impacted after hours due to their CPI report. Transitioning into Wednesday, Canadian dollar will be affected 15 minutes into the open. So be mindful of that. And then you can see that not until 11 o'clock, which is when we have our FOMC statement and federal funds rate, we will see what Jerome Powell says with a 96% chance that we will cut rates. So nope, this should not be news to anybody. So just be prepared for that and see how the markets react to the cut rate. And then you can see everything on the Japanese yen is tentative, so we'll be mindful of that for those of you trading futures and forex again. And then we have earnings, which is going to be really big with Wednesday and Thursday with the Max 7 reporting. So as you can see, everything is tentative on the US. We will see if these reports, the GDP reports, are released due to the fact of the government shutdown. Not sure if they will reopen this week, but again, everything with the US is tentative given to the US shutdown. The euro will be affected, hence affecting the US dollar. So be mindful of that, and that can be Thursday morning, in addition to all the earnings that we anticipate. And then on Friday, you can see that all the US reports again are tentative, and that is going to be based off of whether or not the government reopens. Moving into the charts and starting with the SPX, as you can see, this was last Friday. We had a significant drop in the market, recovered and rebounded really quickly. Just took it a week, making all new time highs again. With that being said, the demand zone I have for you is 65.14.30 to 64.76, which is going to be below last Friday's lows. However, for those of you who are looking for it, just be mindful this is more aggressive. Anything negative happens out of the Max 7, we can fill this gap and continue lower. However, if you want an intermediate intraday bounce, that level is going to be at 67.40 to 66.95. But just be mindful with all the companies reporting earnings this week, anything can happen. Mostly in tech, so just never know what can happen. So just be mindful of that. This is a little bit aggressive. This is more very conservative. Just anticipating what the Max 7 is going to do. So for a lower time frame, 67.40 to 66.95 is going to be our demand level with the anticipation of a bounce from this level. Moving on to the NASDAQ, same thing with the NASDAQ. Again, first level I have for you is going to be at 23,877.55 to 23,668.99. No supply as they made an all new time high as well this week. They did that on Friday with the CPI report that was released. And again here, 25,117 to 24,858. Again, anticipating a bounce from this gap fill. Moving on to the Dow Jones, you can see the Dow Jones does not have that gap. Hence, we will still play the 457.59 to 452.03 and no supply as it made all new time highs on Friday as well. Leaving us with the almighty rut. You can do the same thing just like at the other indices, play this gap. Just understand this will be possibly an aggressive level due to the fact of earnings on the Max 7, that level being 2483 to 2456. No supply on the Russell. For those of you who want to wait and be more conservative, we're going to deplete that. We're going to remove that level, and our level is going to be at 2386 to 2327. Now, moving into this magnificent week of earnings, starting with Monday morning, gonna do Keurig, Dr. Pepper, ticker symbol KDP. They do report on Monday morning. Demand side is going to be 24.64 to 22.82. And the supply zone is going to be 36.50 to 38.28. Next company I have for you is going to be Bank of Hawaii, ticker symbol BOH. As you can see, we are leaving this level, 61.92 to 57.45. So if it gives you another opportunity Monday morning to rejoin this level to take it back up, that's going to be our level with a supply level at 78 to 81.40. Next company I have for you and transitioning to Monday after the market is going to be Celestica, ticker symbol CLS. You can see this magnificent uptrend here with this company. First level I have for you is pretty far away, 222.06 to 209.19. They have an expected move of, if I'm not mistaken, $40. So we're going to put this level in here. Right there, 255.72 to 238. No supply as this market has just, this vehicle has just skyrocketed this year. Next company I have for you is ticker symbol NXPI. Company's NXP on the demand side, 173.16 to 158.07 with a subsequent level at 148.62 to 131.83. And on the supply side, it's going to be 274.96 to 285.60. Next company is Avis, ticker symbol CAR. On the supply side, 200.17 to 213.27. On the demand side, 168 to 86.10 with a subsequent level at 77.36 to 59.86 on the demand side. Next, Waste Management, ticker symbol WM. As you can see, it's been bouncing off of these levels. No true supply here at 240, all-time high with 242. They have subsequent levels here on the demand side. 213 to 208, 208 to 204, 199 to 195. So a lot of demand for Waste Management. So you can play these accordingly. I'll say those again. 213 to 208, 208 to 204, 199 to 195. So Waste Management has a lot of demand here. So may want to let earnings play out and play this on Tuesday morning based off of what you see, unless you want to just take a trade with all this demand here and plan accordingly. Next company I have for you is Cadence, ticker symbol CDNS. No supply here either. As you can see, all the markets are pretty much at all-time highs. 266.25 to 244.77 is the demand zone that I have for you. Next company, Nucor, ticker symbol NUE. Supply side, 167.74 to 178.41. And on the demand side, 109.78 to 101.33. Moving on to Tuesday morning, first company I have for you is SoFi. SoFi's been in the highlight bank. The next bank taking over has gone from $12 all the way to $30 this year. No supply as it keeps making all new time highs. First demand level I have for you is going to be down here at 1930 to 1735. May not get that move of $10. So I'm going to go ahead and put this level in here as I just saw it right now. 22.73 to 21.18. And that's going to be for SoFi. Next company I have for you is United Health, ticker symbol UNH, another company that took off from all the troubles it was having this year from being sued and CEO being killed. Made it all the way down to 236. However, now that it's taken off, this is the first level I have for you on the demand side, 316.21 to 293.27. This is a supply zone that's been holding 376.69 to 389.54. You can see it's already touching, it's already falling from there pretty decently. Just realize that this entire area is supply. So you got a couple of levels here, 393 to 410, and then 410 to 440. So be mindful that this entire area is supply for this market. So play that accordingly as well, or just wait for earnings to be released on Tuesday morning and then take the appropriate action. But that's going to be for UNH. Next company I have for you is PayPal, ticker symbol PYPL. On the demand side, 62.66 to 58.85. And on the supply side, 87.77 to 90.84. Next company I have for you is UPS, ticker symbol UPS. On the supply side, 91.47 to 92.95. That is a micro level. If you're looking for the macro level, it's going to be at 101.31 to 104.25. On the demand side, 82 to 69.50. Moving on to DR Horton, ticker symbol DHI. On the supply side, 178.34 to 184.40. Be mindful that this level has worked already on one occasion. And on the demand side, 133.71 to 128.89. Next company I have for you is going to be Seagate, and they're reporting Tuesday afternoon. Ticker symbol STX. No supply on the demand side, 199.45 to 182.95. Next company is Visa, ticker symbol V. As you can see, we've been holding these zones 333.60 to 333.76. You can see we've bounced over this on numerous occasions, and we've dropped from this 355.37 to 360. This is the levels that have been holding Visa intact. So I'm going to say that those two levels are aggressive for earnings. We're going to go with the 320.24 to 316.52 and the 369.52 to 375.66. So again, for earnings, just be mindful. You can play these levels, but these levels are aggressive as they've worked once, twice. Couldn't get there 3 times and then once, twice, 3 times. So again, aggressive. Please play these larger levels. Next company I have for you is going to be Cheesecake Factory, ticker symbol CAKE. As you can see, we attempted to get to this level. We didn't reach it. That level is going to be 51.25 to 47.23, and I have no supply for you. Next is going to be Mondelez International, ticker symbol MDLZ. Has having some trouble this year and has been dropping significantly. On the demand side, 57.05 to 53.86. On the supply side, 69.17 to 71.19. Now, transitioning to Wednesday morning. First company I have for you is Verizon, ticker symbol VZ. As you can see, we are in this level, 38.57 to 37.56, with a subsequent level at 36.17 to 35.32, and another level at 34.65 to 33.33. So just realize that under $40, Verizon does have a lot of supply. I'm sorry, a lot of demand. And I don't have a supply zone to 50.76 to 52.24. Next company I have for you is Boeing, ticker symbol BA. Another company that's been within this range, 204.12 to 195.63 is the first demand zone I have for you, with a subsequent level at 187.45 to 181.77. And on the supply side, 243.44 to 250.42. Next company I have for you is Caterpillar, ticker symbol CAT. No supply. Been on a tear this year as well. First demand level I have for you is going to be at 473.46 to 458.32. Next company I have for you is FIS RV, ticker symbol FI. On the demand side, 115.34 to 108.77. On the supply side, 187.39 to 191.95. And I don't have a subsequent demand level for you on this company. Next company I have for you is Kraft Heinz, ticker symbol KHC. On the demand side, 25.35 to 23.36, and then no supply for this company. Now I'm going to do something I usually don't do, but I'm actually going to give the zones for the Mag 7 on this report since they're all reporting. And if you want to get these on a weekly basis, like I do to all our members, feel free to go to the website and check us out. That link is in the description. But here we go. Starting with the Mag 7. On the demand side, 63.12 to 664.09 with a subsequent level at 632.91 to 622.66. Be mindful that this supply zone is there, however aggressive as it has already worked on one occasion, that being the 779.64 to 796.25. We are on Wednesday afternoon also reporting Microsoft been in this range and we've been playing this level 499.15 to 488.39. Be mindful that this level has worked already. We have a subsequent level at 473.63 to 467.05 with supply at 528.25 to 538.39. Be mindful that this level has worked on two occasions and this is the range that Microsoft has been trading in that we've been taking advantage of. Now, going on to Google, as you can see, this level has already worked for us. So a little bit more aggressive, 238.27 to 231.48 with a subsequent level at 214.41, 204.93. As you can see, I still have from my notes here when I recommend to our members to purchase this in August of 13 when I identified the intrinsic value was at 166. And for those of us who took advantage of that information, we are happy campers. So again, if you want to get this information on a weekly basis, feel free to check out the website or subscribe, and the links are below in the description. Now, moving on to the next company, that's going to be Chipotle. Ticker symbol CMG. First demand level I have for you is at 38.95 to 35.39, and the first supply level I have for you is 57.04 to 59.66. Next company, Carvana, ticker symbol CVNA. Another story, went from like $6 all the way to 351. What an amazing comeback for this company. No supply as it just did that at 413.34. First demand level I have for you is sitting here at 264.02 to 245.45. Next company I have for you is ServiceNow, ticker symbol NOW. On the demand side, 775.22 to 741.14. On the supply side, 1142.8 to 1200.43. Next company is Starbucks, ticker symbol SBUX. As you can see, we've been bouncing off this level. This is the third time. 78.53 to 72.69. On the demand side, on the supply side, 96.63 to 100.12. Again, this is the range that's been in all year. And then 104.65 to 106.80. Next, Meli. Ticker symbol MELI. And they are reporting, oh, this is Mercado Libre, sorry. 1962.82 to 1864.30 on the demand side, 2440.78 to 2549 on the supply side. Next company I have for you is Sprouts Farmers Market, ticker symbol SFM. First demand zone I have for you is 83.81 to 73.69 with a subsequent level at 65.72 to 60.45. You can see they've been having a rough go at it since they hit 182, down $80 since June. So Farmers Market, Sprouts Farmers Market struggling a little bit there. Moving on to Thursday morning, Eli Lilly, ticker symbol LLY. First demand level I have for you is at 728.93 to 710.82. The 765 to 749 level is an intraday level. So for those of you who are a little bit more aggressive and like manage your trades a little bit, uh, have the opportunity to manage your trades with more trade management and time. That's it. 765 to 749 is on your lower time frame. On the high side for supply, 882.82 to 902.82 is our supply level. And then your macro level is going to be at 649.94 to 608.98. Moving on to Merck, ticker symbol MRK. On the demand side, 63.09 to 56.10. On the supply side, 97.90 to 100.07. Now, moving on to Thursday afternoon with the more big boys. Amazon, as you can see, we took advantage of this level last week, 210.81 to 207.19. This level has worked twice, so be mindful of that. You can trade it, however, more conservative level here at 194.80 to 191.06. And I'm going to deem this supply zone. Do not take it, as it has worked on numerous occasions. So if Amazon has a beat, it may fly through this level. Now, moving on to Apple. Another one from the Mag 7. No supply. First level I have for you is 249.71 to 243.94, with a subsequent level here at 241.24 to 234.91. Next, Coinbase. Coinbase, as you can see, this level has worked on numerous occasions. It keeps bouncing off here, but for earnings, I'm gonna deem it aggressive, as it worked so many times. So we're gonna focus on this 268 to 236 area, and we're gonna remove this supply level. It has worked as well. So I'm gonna say there is no supply right now in coin. We will wait for earnings to be released to make a decision. However, on the demand side, 268.23 to 236.71. And for our members who have taken advantage of this level on numerous occasions, great job this year. Next company, Reddit, ticker symbol RDDT. On the supply side, 229.38 to 246.31. On the demand side, 153.03 to 131.47. Next company I have for you is going to be Strategy, that follows Bitcoin as well. Ticker symbol MSTR. On the demand side, 265.5 to 220.46. On the supply side, 421.88 to 437.72. Next, moving on to Friday morning, first company I have for you is going to be XOM. On the demand side, 107.65 to 105.43, and a subsequent level at 104.23 to 101.23. This level has worked on 3 occasions, so I'm going to remove it to the next level, and that level being 119.33 to 123.26, and a subsequent level at 124.84 to 126. So Exxon is coming into a area where there is a lot of supply. Next company I have for you is Chevron, ticker symbol CVX. On the demand side, 145.08 to 142.24, and a subsequent level at 139.56 to 135 even. On the supply side, 164.98 to 169.34, with a subsequent level at 177.36 to 189.68. That's gonna do it for us in the charts this week. If you're not doing so already, go ahead and follow me on social media. If you like this information, feel free to give me a like. And then if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to email me if there's anything you would like to see in addition to the information that's already being provided. And again, if you want to get that Mag 7 information on a weekly basis, feel free to go to the website and check out the links below to subscribe for weekly analysis. Until next time, be safe out there. Happy trading. And again, we have a very volatile week with a lot of things happening. Mag 7 reporting, rate cuts. Stay safe. Have a stop. And until next time, happy trading.